Luke even reports that Jesus' parents had to make the special offering for the poor. And so we find here that he is saying, this one has come as a humble messenger to humble recipients of this message. And it's Luke who reveals above the other gospel writers that the Son is a person of prayer. Again, a very human-based thing. John may record Jesus' longest prayer in chapter 17, and in the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew may go into more detail about the Lord's Prayer, but Luke shows that prayer fills every aspect of Jesus' life, emphasizing the man Jesus, the human Jesus. In chapter 3, verse 21, Luke alone records, while Jesus prayed, the heavens opened at his baptism, and the Spirit came down upon him. And in chapter 5 and verse 16, it says, so he himself often withdrew into the wilderness and prayed. And I've given you a long list of these scriptures here from Luke's gospel, revealing the prayer life of Jesus. Luke 6 verse 12, now it came to pass in those days that he went up to the mountain to pray and continued all night in prayer to God. Chapter 9 and verse 18, and it happened that as he was alone praying, that his disciples joined him, and he asked them, saying, who do the crowd say that I am? And in verse 28, now it came to pass about 8 days after these sayings that he took Peter, John, and James and went up to the mountain to pray. And chapter 11, verses 1 to 8. I won't read it all, but the opening verses. Now it came to pass as he was praying in a certain place, when he ceased, that one of his disciples said to him, Lord, teach us to pray, as John also taught his disciples. Something about the prayer life of Jesus attracted the disciples. Teach us to pray. We see your prayer life. We want to be a part of it. Do you know something? This is an aside. I haven't given you many so far in this. In our time together and knowing the Son, because I want to really cover this material. But let me tell you something. Jesus is still the intercessor. He's still praying. He's seated at the Father's right hand, and he wants us to come with the same question and say, Lord Jesus, teach us to pray.